What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Draco the Dragon. So in today's video I will be talking about how much bearded dragons cost, and I will break down everything you will need to buy for your bearded dragon and how much it costs. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to have to purchase for your bearded dragon is a vivarium or terrarium, whatever you want to call it. And this is basically their enclosure. So it's an essential. They range from anywhere from $50 to $500. Although $500 is pretty unrealistic. There are some that can get that much. The average is probably about $150. But the $50 ones are probably going to be secondhand from Craigslist or something. And then the more expensive ones are things like the Zen Habitats 4x2x2, which I want to get for my bearded dragon. What else? There are Carolina custom cages. There are multiple things that are a little bit pricier than necessarily needed. The size you will need at the minimum for a bearded dragon is 60 to 75 gallons at the very minimum. This is a 40 gallon for my probably 2/3 full grown bearded dragon, and it's working for him right now. I am considering an upgrade right now, and yeah, so it depends, really does depend on where you get your enclosure from, and you know what enclosure you want to get, and there are just a lot of variables. The second thing you're going to have to buy for your bearded dragon is the enclosure decor. So this is the anything you want to put in your bearded dragon's tank. So basically like these plants, this cork bark, this wood, basically most of this stuff in here that's decoration and serves a use for him, that is going to be considered decor. So altogether that will probably cost you anywhere from $100 to probably around $100 for all of the decor. $100 maximum. So I got a bioactive enclosure, and that was, I think, $60 or $80. And then the rest of this stuff, I got the plants and the cork bark and the wood. And so all added up, it was probably $150. But you can go other ways. Like you can just get, for example, a starter kit that comes with the water bowls. And the starter kit I got actually came with a cave too. But you can get those. They're definitely an option. And then one other option is to buy everything individually, and that will probably cost you $50 to $75 if you just get some wood, some hiding spots. If you decide to go bioactive, that might be pricier, especially like with the plants and everything. It will get somewhat expensive, but it's not too terribly bad, and I think it's definitely worth it. The next thing you will have to buy for your bearded dragon is the lighting. So the lighting, that is expensive. And another issue is that, the basking lights, they burn out. The UVB lights have to be replaced every 6 months. My next video is going to be about lighting, so make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that. Lighting is probably one of the most expensive aspects to owning a bearded dragon, because if your bearded dragon lives 8 years like the average bearded dragon, then you're going to have to replace their lights probably 10 to or even 15 to 20 times. The UVB light, like I said, has to be replaced every 6 months, and the UVB light is between $10 and $20 for the bulb. And then for the fixture right here, I got that for, $10 at Tractor Supply. And then I got this one for $20 at the pet store, the black one. That's for the basking bulb, and then this is for the UVB. And then there's also the tube UVBs, which are honestly better, and I am going to upgrade Draco to that soon. More on that in the next video. And the basking lights are approximately like $8 for the bulb, and then anywhere from $10 to $20 for the fixture. So altogether that equates to $45 to $50 for lighting, and you have to replace these twice a year. So probably around $75 a year, $75 to $100 a year for lighting. And you could probably do it for less expensive. That's like the most expensive. $100 a year is the most expensive you're going to spend. $75 is a little more realistic, although still a little bit small. The next thing you are going to want to buy is any gadgets that will come in handy. For example, this temp gun right here, which has a little red laser thing that comes out of it when you point it at something, and then it will, I just pointed it at the at somewhere in my room, and it says 71 degrees, which is about my room. You might want a pet cube camera, which I have right here. It's just this tiny little box right here that is $40, or I think I got this for $30 on Amazon, and you just install the app and then you can watch your bearded dragon whenever. There are probably other gadgets that I didn't name that I use for Draco or other people use for their bearded dragons, but that is pretty much it. Okay, so once you have got everything you need for your bearded dragon, you can finally get your bearded dragon. And dragon will cost you anywhere from $30 to like $1,000, honestly. So the $30 ones are going to be from a pet store or secondhand, and then the anywhere from there would probably still even to the hundreds could be a pet store. And then anywhere from there would probably be a breeder. And there are tons of morphs, so it's really hard to answer how much your bearded dragon is going to cost you, because there are just so many different variants that factor into that. Where you get them, what morph you get, what, you know, there's just a lot. On average, I would say $100 for a bearded dragon. So the next thing that you will need to accommodate your bearded dragon with is food. So bearded dragons are omnivores. They will eat most insects and many different types of vegetables. So right now, at this point in time, I am feeding my bearded dragon super worms and bok choy. That's what he's getting for these few days, and then I change it up all the time. Different insects, different lettuce, or not lettuce, I don't feed him lettuce. I feed him different greens though, and different types of vegetables. So on average, I would say probably $15 a month goes towards feeding him. So what is the overall cost of a bearded dragon? Now there are so many factors that factor into this, but on average, I would say $500 for the starting cost and around $30 for the monthly cost. Now, all of that varies, all of that depends, but if you have the research and resources, then I would definitely, and well, if you're considering getting a bearded dragon, then I would go for it, because they're amazing, and Draco's so friendly, and I love him. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, then please go down and hit the like button, and while you're down there, subscribe, because it's free and it really helps me out. Thanks again for watching till the end, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, goodbye.